When you think of a leader, what comes to mind? Perhaps somebody that sacrifices everything, their time, energy, and even their health for the team and an organization. But here's the truth. The traditional model of leadership built on endless sacrifice often leads to burnout, poor decisions, and unhappy teams. Now imagine a different kind of leader. Somebody that prioritizes their own well-being so that they can bring energy, clarity, and purpose to their work. Welcome to the concept of selfish leadership. Now let's explore how this revolutionary approach challenges the outdated norms of leadership and why it's exactly what today's world needs. First, let's clarify what we mean by selfish leadership. It's not just about ignoring your responsibilities and disregarding your team. It's actually about recognizing that to lead effectively, you need to take care of yourself first, your energy, mental clarity, and emotional balance. Think of it like this. When you're on a plane, you get that briefing. They always tell you to put on your own oxygen mask before helping others. Selfish leadership follows those same principles. You can't pour from an empty cup. So by prioritizing your own well-being, you can make better decisions, communicate more effectively, and create an environment where your team thrives. Let me share a personal story. Early in my career, I believed success meant that being the first to arrive and the last to leave, always saying yes and pushing through exhaustion was right. My team admired my dedication, but behind the scenes I was struggling, burnt out, reactive and disconnected. It wasn't until I hit breaking point that I realized something had to change. I began setting boundaries, prioritizing rest, and focusing on what really mattered. The results? My energy returned, my decision-making improved, and my team thrived because I was showing up as a leader that they needed. Selfish leadership often gets misunderstood. So let's tackle some of the common myths. Myth number one, prioritizing yourself is selfish in a negative way. The truth? Positive selfishness means prioritizing your own well-being to serve others better. It's not neglect, it's a strategy. Myth number two, good leaders sacrifice everything. But the truth? Sacrifice leads to burnout, and burnout benefits nobody. Not you, not your team, and not your organization. Myth number three, taking care of yourself is a luxury. The truth? It's a necessity. Leaders who thrive create teams that thrive. Leadership today is more demanding than ever. With constant change, pressures, and the need for innovation, traditional leadership styles that glorify overwork simply don't work anymore. Selfish leadership aligns with the modern needs in three key ways. Number one, enhancing decision-making. So leaders who prioritize themselves have the clarity and focus needed to make thoughtful decisions, avoid the impulsive mistakes that often come with stress. Number two, building resilient teams. So when leaders model balance and well-being, it creates a ripple effect, inspiring the teams to do the same. This leads to stronger moral, creative, and productive environments. Number three, sustaining long-term success. So leadership isn't a marathon, it's not a sprint. By focusing on sustainability, selfish leaders avoid burnout and build careers and teams and thrive in a long haul. So what do you think? Should leadership always involve personal sacrifice? Or is it time to embrace a new approach that values sustainability, intention, and well-being? Share your thoughts in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your perspective. And if you're ready to redefine leadership, start today by asking yourself this one question. What's one thing that you can do to prioritize your well-being this week? Because when you thrive, your team thrives, and when your team thrives, anything is possible.